Hey, it's Miss Joanna, and I'm going to be teaching you a level 1 ballet class that's geared for ages 7 to 9. This one's for Annabelle specifically because she's been asking me to send her a ballet video because she lives so far away and I miss her. But this is for anybody who's watching and wants to do a little bit ballet. It's a basic beginner class, and I'm gonna do bar, and then we'll do a couple exercises in the center, and I'm gonna try to post some other ones later and kind of make it a little progressive as she moves forward. And I'm also gonna do a 4 to 5-year-old class for Eva at some point as well. So let's get started. If you're just in your living room like I am right now, you can use the back of a chair. That's probably the easiest thing to use for a bar. And I was thinking of using this ladder here because we've been painting and it's sitting here. We'll see how that goes. It might not work. So in my classes, I make students put their hair up in a bun, but since we're in the living room, I'll let it slide. Let's start with our feet in first position. So that means taking your toes, turning them out, heels together, weight slightly more on the balls of your feet so you're not rolling back, standing up nice and tall. I'll let you play your own music. You can pick whatever music you want to play separately away from the TV, or you can just listen to me talking. We're going to start with our arms right here and lift up as if you were coming from your sternum, the bone right here, and reaching the arms out like you're holding a big beach ball, and we're gonna reach the arms out, put your hand on your bar or your chair, whatever you have, and we're gonna take a little demi-plie, and then we're gonna bring it up. And demi-plie is just a half plie, knees go out over the toes, and reach up. We're gonna do 4, 2, that was 3, and 4. Then we're going to tendu out to second position. So our feet are further wide now. You're going to bend your knees, and we're going to do a little demi-plie, and 3, and 4. Then we're going to come to 5th position. So your heel is going to be right by your toe. If you're looking at me this way, you're going to have your right foot like that. So you have heel to toe, not toes to toes, but heels to heels, or none of that. Just heel, toe, toe, heel. Okay, so we're going to bring the arm again out to our preparation, and then demi-plie, knees out over the toes. Don't strain yourself. If it hurts really a lot and you feel a lot of strain in your knees, you might be overdoing it. Rotate out from your inner thighs. While you're doing it, that's 4. Then we're gonna releve, which means to rise, and we're gonna come up, and we're gonna find our balance and hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then open the arms and finish. And then you can turn around and repeat on the other side. And I'm going to do it for you on the other side, just so you can see me doing it from this direction. We're going to do 1, 2, I'm rotating from my inner thighs, 3, and 4, and my knees are going right out over my toes. Then I'm going to step out to second position, demi-plie, 1, knees are going out over the toes again, 2, 3. My head is kind of following my hand too, but don't worry about that right now. And 5th position, 1, 2, and if there was music playing, we'd be going right in time to the music, and 1 more. And then releve. Squeeze the feet together so your inner thighs are together. You have like a straight line all the way down from your big toe, all the way up through your legs through the center of your body, almost as if you were having a string holding you up from the center of your head. And finish. All right, so that's the plie section. Now we're gonna start with tendu. So we're gonna bring our hands to first, open second. This is our preparation. And then we're gonna tendu, which means to stretch. And you're gonna just bring your foot across the floor. 2, make sure it's pointing. 3, 4, your knee stays nice and straight. You can think of like a pencil along the floor. Knee stays straight, foot is slowly peeling off the floor. 3 and 4. And then we're gonna go to the back. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And to the side, you're gonna tendu again. Keep it on the floor for as long as you can, touching the floor, and then point. And then squeeze the legs in, touch the floor, squeeze those inner thighs as you bring it back. And is that 3 or 4? We'll do one more just to be safe. And 4, and then we'll give it a little plie to finish. And then we'll turn around. Go ahead and squeeze to 5th. And then you're gonna turn towards your chair or your ladder or bar, whatever you're using. And then we're gonna bring it to first position again for the other side. And then we're gonna go to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Still think of that string holding your body up nice and tall. That way you're not leaning, but you're standing nice and tall still. 1 more to the back, and then to the side again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Give it a little plie. We'll bring it to 5th position, rise up, and turn around again, and finish nicely. Okay, we're gonna do basically the same thing, but we're gonna do a dégagé, which is just a little lift. It's also called a jeté in the Russian style. So just a little lift. You're gonna do 4 of those to the front, to the side, to the back, and to the side again. We call that en croix. Croix means cross. So in the shape of a cross. Front, side, back, and then side again. It's kind of like a weird sort of cross, but you kind of get the idea. So en croix from first position. We're gonna do the arms the same, and we're just gonna do, so you're not leaning in. Make sure you have like a good little space, and just gently hold your chair as if you were petting a nice little kitten. And you're gonna lift 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the back. 1, reach the leg nice. 2, 3, reach it as long as you can. 4, toes reaching as far away from the body. Knee is pointing up towards the ceiling. 3, 4, so you're actually rotating up instead of turning it like that when you're to the side. But that's a little nitpicky thing. We're gonna turn around, do the other side. Knees nice and straight, point your foot when it's in the air. Here we go, first position. Open the arms, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there you have it. There's dégagé. So now you've done plié, which was the bend in the knees, tendu, which was just leaving it on the ground, stretching the foot, and dégagé, which is your little lift off the floor. Just lift about like 3 inches off the floor. That's all you need to lift. All right, those are the first 3 steps of ballet bar, and those are the basis for everything that you're gonna do in ballet. A jump always starts and ends in a plié, and anytime your foot leaves the ground, whatever you're doing, you're gonna either be going through a tendu or through a dégagé to get that foot in the air. All right, and there you have it. Okay, our next step is called rond de jambe, which literally means round of leg, leg going around, whatever you want to think of it as. I like to think of it as cutting pizza or drawing a D on the ground. We're going to start in first position with our hands in our usual preparation. And then we're going to tendu like we learned before to the front. And then we're going to keep the leg extended and reach it all the way around as if we're making the letter D. And then we do the straight line through. And our knee stays straight the entire time. Our body stays entirely still. Hips especially stay still, and the hip bones stay pointed forward like headlights. And the leg goes all the way around. Leg stays straight even when it comes through first position. So in the back, you slowly lower your foot until the whole foot is all the way down in first position, and then slowly peel the foot up off the floor. So you almost go through your half point and then all the way to a full point to bring it around through first. Then we're going to reverse it. So we're going to go to the back, side, front, first position. Straight leg through the back, side, front, first position, back, side, front, first position. And this exercise loosens up your hip joints. So it's a really good exercise to do before you really dance. And I always make sure I do rond de jambe before I'm going to dance anything, because it just really helps with that flexibility. And there you have it. So that's rond de jambe. We're going to turn around, and I'm going to do the other side. First preparation, second, tendu front, side, back. We're just going to do 4 of them all the way through. Nothing fancy. 3 and 4, and then we're going to close in first position, and then we're going to reverse it. Back, side, front. First position, keep the knees straight. Reach, reach, reach the leg all the way around. Reaching the leg. So you're really cutting that pizza, drawing that D on the ground, and finish. If you want to add for that exercise, a lot of times at the end of that one, I like to take what we call a cambre, where we go all the way forward and just stretch your legs and come up, and then lifting up and over backwards, just to give a little extra stretch. So that's rond de jambe. After rond de jambe in bar, then usually the exercises kind of change up and they can be a little different and more advanced. And there's some other exercises which I'll introduce to you later. To finish up our bar for today, I'm going to go straight to grand battement. So this is just basically a big kick. And using everything we've learned from the other exercises, we're going to go through our tendu, through our dégagé, all the way up, tendu, and down. Okay, so this leg really is, it's like a throw, but we're gonna keep our leg nice and straight and our foot pointed while we're doing it, okay? So we're gonna do en croix, 4 to the front, 4 to the side, 4 to the back, 4 to the side, okay? We're ready? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. And notice how my knee stays up to the ceiling. 3, 4. See how it's pointed up? And then to the back. I might hit the wall. I'm gonna move forward. 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna adjust again so you can see me. My knee is up towards the ceiling. I'm not doing it like that. I'm rotating from my inner thigh here to get my knee up towards the ceiling, and my leg again is nice and straight. Then we're gonna bring it around to the other side, and front, 1, foot is pointed, 2, knee is straight, 3, and 4. And again to the side, the knee is up to the ceiling, the top of the foot is facing the ceiling, the foot is pointed, the inner thighs are working, and to the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, and to the side, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you have it. That's usually our last exercise at the bar. So you may put your bar away. If you want to take like a little stretch, you can go ahead, and if your chair is safe enough, and put your leg up here, and you can do a little stretch where we just plie and plie and reach over and away if you have some balance there, and then do the same thing on the other leg. In ballet, you always want to do what you do on one leg or one side of the body. You always have to do it on the other side of the body. That way the body stays equal in strength, and certain muscles don't get stronger or weaker than the others, but they all hopefully stay equal and the body stays balanced. All right, we're gonna move our chair or ladder out of the way, and I'm gonna start you with, typically in the center of the room we start with adagio, which is just slow movement. And adagio is basically, there's about 8 different positions that we do in the center where we turn, and everything is based off of that. So today we're just gonna start in first position, and I'm gonna have you open up croisé, which is also crossed. You heard en croix, which was the shape of the cross. That's different. Croisé means your leg is crossing. So you're my audience. This leg that's to the front, the downstage leg, it's crossing in front. We're gonna open the arms up to a 4th position, and we're just gonna do a slow little 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're gonna lift up, lower that leg, and we're gonna plie both legs, and then you're gonna shift your weight onto your front leg and lift the back leg to arabesque. All right, and then we're gonna close our feet, lift, and this is called a soutenu. We're gonna turn around to the other side. Now your left leg is in front. We're gonna open our arms to 4th position and tendu. I'm gonna scoot back so you can see my feet. Tendu to front, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you're gonna shift your weight as you plie onto your front foot and rise up to your arabesque. Hold that there. Close and soutenu. All right? You can rewind and go over that if you need to figure that out. But that's the basic exercise. You can add that bit to music if you want, and you can add to it and make up your own little dance if you want, but that's a basic adagio for you. All right, after that, we're gonna do some jumps, okay? So we're gonna review. We have our first position, and we always start in a plie, and we bend our knees and jump up, and our toes point, and jump, 3 and 4, and then we'll jump out to second, and we'll do 4 in second plie. Jump, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back to second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I say back to second? I meant that back to first. Now you're in second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And first position. Nice. So then usually after you do the center, might work on some turns or something, and then we go across the floor. So we have kind of a small area today, but I started working on pas de chat with you before. If you're first watching this video, then I didn't work on it with you, but Annabelle, I worked on it with you. So we're gonna work on pas de chat. I'm actually gonna face this way because I think it'll be easier. We're gonna just go up, up, first, up, up, first, up, up, first, okay? Do that a few times. Then we're gonna bring this foot to 5th position. We're gonna lift the back foot up first, up, up, down. Passe, passe, down. Passe means to pass because the leg is passing through this position. Passe, passe, down. Passe, passe, down, passe. Good. Then we'll switch on the other side. Up, up, down in first position. Right leg, left leg. Up, up, down. After we've done that a few times, you have the feel for that. Bring your right foot to the back, and you're gonna go right foot, left foot, close 5th position. Up, up, 5th. Up, up, 5th. You can kind of think of this as like an arrow, up, up, 5th, up, up, 5th. All right, we're gonna switch legs now because we're gonna go back this direction. I'm gonna start with my left leg, and I'm gonna add a jump. So it's the same thing. You're going up, up, down. You're just doing it in the air and a jump, okay? So we have up, up, 5th position. Up, up, 5th position. Up, up, 5th. Up, up, 5th. Okay? Now I'm going to turn around. Going to do it on the right side. And again, you can rewind and practice as many times as you want. Up, up, 5th. My toes point when they're in the air. And this is called pas de chat. Chat means cat in French, pas means step. So this is the step of the cat. And you can kind of think of yourself as a cat pouncing on something while you do it. Okay? So there's your pas de chat, which is a really fun step, and it looks kind of cool once you learn how to do it. We're gonna go to arabesque next, okay? So I'm gonna just keep it on the ground. You're just gonna take a little pointed step for me. We're gonna go to first arabesque, so you have your fingers out here, reaching your elbow. It's nice and straight. Your eyes are looking right over that middle finger, and your hand's not really going any higher than your eyes either. Your eyes are able to go right over it. Shoulders are facing that direction. They're right over your hips, which are also facing that direction. My foot is like it's coming from either first or 5th, more likely 5th position, okay? So shoulders are right on top of the hips, and the arms are gonna just open to here and here. This other one is just back with the leg back here for our first okay? Then we're gonna just step through and arabesque, and step, arabesque, okay? So if I'm doing it the other way, let me just do it this way so you can see it. If I was doing it this way, this is my right arm. So now you can see it from that perspective if you wanted to try it that way. But I'm stepping onto my right leg. This is my right arm here. My left arm is back with my left leg, which is lifted. You can lift it as high as you can if you want. Just don't let the arm get out of line. The idea is that everything is reaching away. Your fingertips are reaching away from each other. Your toes are actually reaching away from each other. Even your foot in the ground is pressing into the ground, and your head is reaching up towards the ceiling. So you almost feel like a star, like reaching every way. If we're going to do it on the other side, we're going to take a little step and reach and step through and reach. Good. Step through and reach. All right, so that's our first arabesque. And you can rewind, you can go through and look at it. Again, I'll do it on this side one more time because I did the other side a lot more. And we want to be even, so left is this way, and then I'll do it with my back to you, so you have your left. There you go. All right, we will finish up with a very basic beginning part of how to do a pirouette, okay? So I'm going to start you in 5th position. You're going to open up to the side to a tendu, to 2nd. You're going to bring your foot back to 4th position, which we didn't really do at the beginning. You're going to plie, and then just step your foot up like that, okay? So it's a tendu. Bring it back, step it up. I'm going to turn this way so you can see what it looks like, okay? So you can do it with me. Tendu your right foot to the side. Bring it around in a little part of a rond de jambe. Bring your foot down to 4th position so your weight is now centered, and then you're going to push all your weight up to your passe there. Tendu. This takes a lot of balance, so if you want to just do it not on releve and just do it flat like that for now, that's totally fine. And just passe. Pirouettes are probably the hardest thing in ballet, but they're a good thing to start at the beginning, so that way you're like somewhat familiar with it. I'm going to do the left side now, and up, okay? Tendu, we're going to do the same thing on the left. Try to do 4 on each side. I'm going to bring my body around so you can do it with me this way. Don't worry about the arms right now. If you can follow the arms, go for it, but don't worry about it because they're complicated. They're kind of just doing what the leg is doing. They're coming together up here when the leg is together. They're separating when the arms are separated. Arm is in front while leg is behind. Plie, and then arms round. But don't worry about that. If you need to just do it like this, just go for it like this for now. And just practice without the releve. Totally fine, but just to get the idea, because eventually we're going to get so that we're going all the way around in a circle, and that's a pirouette, is the turn like that. That's the goal. Don't try it. Don't worry about it. I just want you to get the basic, because it's a tricky step, so it's a good thing. Which reminds me, sorry, I said that was the end. Let's end with one last thing, because I did teach this to Annabelle when I was in Florida, and I want to make sure that she goes over it. So you know how we were doing arabesque like this? We're gonna add a little saute, which is a jump to it. So we're gonna do a little jump with our foot up in up in passe. We're gonna do a little jump. It's kind of like, it just feels like a skip, basically. And then once we do that, put the leg down, we're gonna do a little saute jump in our arabesque position that we were just practicing. So jump, put the foot down, jump. So I have my right leg is bent, I put it down, my left leg goes back as my right arm goes forward. Okay, boom, boom. And then going this way, now my left foot is up, my right foot is back. My left arm is up while my right leg is back. So boom, 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 boom. I'll do it backwards so you can follow me this way if you want. And then on this side, I'll switch it up. Boom, and boom, boom. All right, great job. We're gonna end with a little reverence, which is a curtsy. So just tender your foot to the side, reach your arm up, and curtsy. Another arm, reach it up, and curtsy. Nice job. Keep practicing. Do this a couple times a week. I'm gonna try to add some more moves for you at some point in another week or month or whenever, but this should keep you busy for a while. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I know everything's like not perfect, and yeah, if you have any questions or comments or concerns or whatever, just let me know. Probably can answer them and can help you if you need to see something a little better or clearer. I can make another video about like just that move or whatever, but mainly this is for Annabelle, who's 8 years old and has had a little bit of dance experience, but it's been a while. So anyhow, this is for her and anyone else who wants to try it. So have fun, enjoy, add your own music, any sort of classical, or if you want to add like fun kids bop or I don't know, whatever, worship music, I don't care. Go for it and just have fun. All right, bye.